Hello student, in this video I am going to solve the most expected question in NEET 2020 from the chapter D and F block elements. See the first question here. Which one of the following ions has the most stable in the aqueous solution? Okay, so let me write to the particular the electronic configuration, the particular metal ions here. So the first thing we are writing is the vanadium, that is about the vanadium 3 plus. I am going to write the electronic configuration, that is about the argon. We are having a argon 3d2, that is about the 4s0. Okay, and next thing is the titanium, so that is the Ti3 plus. Okay, we are having which in the electronic configuration, that is the argon 3d1 4s0. And next thing is the Mn3 plus. We are having electronic configuration, that is about the 3d4. The next thing is what? 4s0. And for the chromium, the Cr3 plus, we are having a argon, that is about the 3d3. The next thing is what? The 4s0. So to identify the most stable in the aqueous solutions, the first thing you have to identify. So we know that the d orbital splits into the three sets of the orbital. What you are going to call, that is the T2g, and the two sets which occupy the higher energy level, that we are going to call it as a Eg. That means you have to identify in which of the case there is a completely half-filled T2g. Okay, if there is a completely there is a half-filled T2g, that becomes the most stable in the aqueous solution. Okay, let me take in this one here. In the first case, we are going to have the which one? The T2g. What is the number of electrons we are going to fill? That is the 2. What about here the Eg? It is a 0. In this case, we are going to have the T2g. We can fill the 1 electrons, and here it is the Eg, that will be the 0. But here we can fill the 3 electrons in the T2g, but we can fill the 1 electrons in the Eg. But you just identify the last one. Here we can fill the completely half filled. That means we don't have the electrons in the this one. Okay, so that means whichever the particle is the metal ion, if it is completely half filled T2g, okay, so that becomes the most stable. Okay, hence in this case the option is which one? That is the D. Okay, next one. The correct order of decreasing the second ionization energy of the titanium, vanadium, chromium, and the manganese. Okay, so let me write the electronic configurations for this one. That's the titanium here. The titanium, we are having electronic configuration, that is about the argon 3d2 4s2. And next thing is which one? The vanadium, the argon 3d3 4s2. And next thing is the chromium. We are having a argon 3d5. The next thing is the 4s1. And the next one is the manganese. We are having a argon 3d5 and the 4s. Okay, so you just identify the 4s2. Now you just identify the order of the decreasing the second ionization, that is the enthalpy here. Now we have to identify, just go to this one here, that is the second electrons. Okay, the second, that is the electron. Okay, in all the case, okay, in all the case except the which one? That is the chromium. Okay, except in the which is the chromium. Okay, except in the chromium has to be removed. Okay, so has to be removed from the which one? We are going to remove from the which is the from 4s orbital, from the which is the 4s orbital. Okay, but see the next one here. But in the chromium, but in the chromium is removed from, that is the completely, that is the half filled d orbital. Okay, is removed from the which is the half filled, that is the d orbital. Hence it is having which is the higher, that is the second ionization energy. Hence I can write it as which is the IE2 is more. Okay, is greater for the which one? This is the chromium. Okay, now you have to identify the remaining here. So we are having which is the rest of the particle, the element, that is the manganese we are having. And next thing is which is the vanadium, and also what you are having, this is the titanium. So once you are familiar about this concept here, and the next thing here, but in all the case what you are having, the second electron is removed from the s orbital, but in this case you have to identify the nuclear charge. Okay, that means whichever the particles you were the element which is having a higher nuclear charge. Okay, if the nuclear charge is more, the second ionization energy is also the which is the more. Okay, hence the manganese comes next one, and next thing is the vanadium, the last thing is which is the titanium. Okay, so hence in this case the option is which is the A. That means, so why the chromium? Because of the half-filled d orbital, the second ionization energy is removed from half-filled d orbital. The next is depending upon the nuclear charge, that is the manganese, that is the vanadium, and the last thing is which is the titanium. Okay, this is the correct order, that is a decreasing order. Okay, so hence in this case the option is which one? That is the first one. Okay, next one. Which of the following ions will exhibit the color in the aqueous solution? Okay, let me write the electronic configurations for this one here. For the lanthanum, they are given the atomic number of the lanthanum. If you remove the particles of the 3 electrons, the total number of electrons becomes which is the 54. Okay, if you remove the 3 electrons out of the 57, we got the 54. Hence their electronic configuration corresponds to which is the xenon. So similarly for the titanium, so actually their electrons will be the 22. Okay, so now if you remove the 3 electrons, you are going to get the 19, and remaining will be the which is the argon, that is the 3d1. Okay, and next one is the lutetium, that is the Lu3 plus. If you remove the 3 electrons out of the 71, we got the 68 electrons. Their electronic configuration is the xenon. Now see the next one here, there is a completely filled, that is the f orbital, and the last one is the scandium, there is a Sc3 plus. It is an 18 electron, that corresponds to which one? That is the argon. Okay, now we have to identify. In this case, there is a presence of the unpaired electron. It is not, we don't have the presence of the unpaired electrons. So now what you can identify, there is a presence of the unpaired electrons. Okay, hence this will be shows the which one? The color. Okay, hence in this case the option is a which one? That is the B. Okay, next one. Which of the following pairs are the same, that is the size? Okay, so because some will be belongs to the 3D series, 4D series, and also the 5D series. So okay, let me write the particle the elements here. So in the 3D series we are engaged in the scandium. So we are engaged in the titanium, the vanadium, chromium, manganese, that is the iron, the cobalt, nickel, copper, zinc. And for the 4D series, we are engaged in the yttrium, that is the zirconium, niobium, the molybdenum. Okay, and the next thing is the technetium. Okay, and next thing is the ruthenium, rhodium, palladium. So we are engaged in the silver, and the next thing is which is the cadmium. Okay, and for the next series, we are having this the lanthanum, and we are engaged in the osmium. So that is the tantalum, the tungsten, that is the rhenium, osmium, iridium, we are having platinum. The next thing is the gold, and the last thing is we are engaged in the mercury. Okay, just identify. So this is the 3D series, this will be the 4D series, this will be the 5D series. Okay, just identify this one here. But identify which of the following pairs are the same, that's the size. Okay, so from the as we move from the 3D series to the 4D series, the size will be gradually the increases here. That is the down the grouping. But when you're talking about from the 4D series to the 5D series, due to the presence of the which one? That is the lanthanoid contraction. Due to the presence of the lanthanoid contraction, the size of the 4D series and the 5D series is almost the same. Okay, it's not exactly the same, it is almost the same. Now you have to identify. You just identify the iron and the nickel we are having across the particle period. But here's the down the group you have to identify. You just identify this one here. That is the zirconium and osmium. Okay, so not only zirconium and the osmium, if we're talking about the which in the 3D series to the 4D series, if you have the particular the group there, that is the size will be the same. Okay, hence in this case the option is which one? That is the C. Okay, next one. Of the 4 successive, that is the transition elements chromium, manganese, iron, and cobalt, the stability of the +2 oxidation state will be there in which of the following that is the order. Okay, so this is for the which of the stability of the the +2 oxidation state. Okay, so let me take the first one here. That is the chromium, that is the 2 plus. And next thing is I am going to take the which in the Mn 2 plus. That is the iron 2 plus. Okay, and the next thing is what the cobalt, that is the CO2 plus. I'm going to write the word the particular the three, that is the d orbital. What is the number of electrons into the d? Okay, this is what in the d we are engaging the 4 electrons in this one, and in the word the manganese we are engaging the 5 electrons. And next thing is what the 6 electrons are there in the word the Fe2 plus. Okay, that means the next thing is what the 3d7. Okay, the 7 electrons in the d orbital. Okay, now what do you have to identify the stability of the which one? That is what the plus 2. Okay, now see this one here. So especially in this particularly what the concept here. Okay, so generally we know that it is a completely filled. Okay, so we come to know that there is a completely half filled, that is the d orbital. So this becomes which is the more stable one. Okay, but you have to identify the rest of the case. Okay, just identify this one here. So suppose if I indicate in this form here, okay, we are having which is how many electrons we are having. This is the 4 electrons. So we can identify the 4 unpaired electrons. And here it is which is the completely half filled, that is the d orbital, completely half filled. And here we are having which is the 6 electrons here. So here we are having which is the 6 electrons. Okay, so on the last one we are having which is the 7 electrons. Okay, so now we can easily say that the half filled d orbital they get the which is the stability. Okay, so we come to know that this is the manganese. Okay, that means that will be so the which is the most stable. Okay, now we have to identify the in the rest of the case. Okay, just identify this one, especially in the in Fe2 plus. In Fe2 plus, you just go to this one here, the d6. Okay, that means the placing the one extra electron, because after the the completely the half filled they gets the paired here. Just go to this one here. In Fe2 plus the d6. Okay, the 6. Okay, that's the placing of one extra electron. On placing the one extra electron, in a subshell. In a subshell destabilizes. In a subshell, that is the destabilizes. Okay, similarly if we're talking about in the which is that is the cobalt, that is the CO2 plus. Okay, so now how many electrons we have to place? That is the 2 electrons. Okay, so placing the which is the 2 electrons. Okay, the placing of the which is the 2 electrons. Okay, so which destabilizes. Okay, which destabilizes more. Okay, which destabilizes the more. Okay, as compared to the Fe2 plus, because we are placing only 1 electrons, we are placing the 2 electrons. Okay, but just identify this one here. But between the Fe2 plus, okay, they gets the so Fe2 plus gets, there is the more stabilization. Okay, the more stabilization as compared to. So as compared to which one? As compared to, that is the Cr2 plus, because in the Cr2 plus we don't have the extra electrons, we are having the 4 electrons. Okay, so through the which is the exchange energy. So through the which is the exchange energy. Okay, so now this will which will be gets the most stability, that is the Fe2 plus, because of this reason here. Now the most stable is which one? That is the Mn in the plus 2. Next comes between the Fe2 plus and the Cr2 plus. Fe2 plus that is the gets the most stable, and next thing is which is the chromium, and the last thing is which is the cobalt. Okay, so this is the particular stability order. Okay, so when they choose in the plus 2 oxidation state. Okay, hence in this case the option is which one? That is the first one. Okay, next one. 4 successive members of the first series of the transition elements are listed below. So for which one of the following the standard, that is the potential, has a positive, that is the sign. Okay, now see this one. Okay, so let me write the particular the electrode potential value. Okay, that is the E0 for the which is the copper electrode, the Cu2 plus to Cu, whereas a value of the plus 0. That is the 34 volt. Okay, similarly for the which is the cobalt here. Okay, the CO2 plus to the CO, we are having a value of the minus 0.28, that is the volt. If it is for the nickel, that is the Ni2 plus 2, that is the Ni, the value what we are having is a minus 0.25 volt. And for the nickel ion, that is the next thing is the iron, the Fe2 plus to the Fe, we are having a value of the minus 0.44 volt. Okay, but now But identify why the copper which is having a which is the positive value, because always in order to calculate the which is these SRP value, we are going to take the standard. Okay, this is by using the standard hydrogen electrode, we are going to determine the SRP value for the rest of the electrodes. But just identify this one here, that is the copper. Okay, so copper as there is the lower tendency. Okay, it is having the lower tendency to lose the electrons. Okay, so lower tendency as compared to the, that is than the which is the hydrogen to form ions. So to form the which is the ion, that means the copper, this is the particular the copper which is having a less tendency to lose their electrons as compared to the which is the hydrogen. But if you're talking about the rest of the which in the particular the metal, they are having a readily loses their electrons as compared to the hydrogen, hence this will be gets the positive value and rest will be the negative value. So hence in this case the option is a which one, that is the C. The option is C. So next one, acidified potassium dichromate solution turns green when sodium sulfite is added to it. This is due to the formation of, okay, let me write in the ionic, that is the form here, the Cr2O7 2 minus. So we know that the potassium dichromate acts as a which in the oxidizing agent whenever it reacts with the sulfite. Okay, sulfite. Okay, so especially in the acidic medium. So I am going to write the H plus here. The product what you are going to get is which in the sulfite is changes to the sulfate, and here we are going to get the which is the Cr3 plus. And the next thing is the byproduct will be the which in the water. Okay, now I'm going to balance this one. Here we are trying to the 3, here it is the 8, here it is the 3, okay, here it is the 2, this is the 4. And now these two combines to form the which is that is the chromic sulfate, that is the Cr2SO4 thrice. So because of the formation of this compound, you are going to get the which in the green color. Okay, hence in this case the option is a which one, that is the A. Okay, next one. Which of the following ions has the maximum, that is the magnetic moment? That means you have to identify the particulars of the metal ion contains a more number of the which one, the unpaired electrons. Okay, let me write the particular electronic configurations here. So for the Mn2 plus, okay, I'm going to write the outermost here. So we are having which is the argon, that is the 3d5. And next thing is the Fe2 plus. So Fe2 plus we are having which is the argon, that is the 3d6. Okay. Next one is the Ti2 plus, this is the titanium ion. So we are having argon. The next thing is the 3d2. The last one we are having the chromium, that is the Cr2 plus here. So we are having argon, that is the 3d4. Okay, now it identify the more number of the unpaired electrons. Okay, in this case we can identify the which is the 5 unpaired electrons in the d orbit. Okay, and again in this case we are having which is the 6. But the total number of unpaired electrons will be the which is the 4. But here we got the which is the only the which one, that is the 2 unpaired electrons. So here we got the which is the 4 unpaired electrons. Now we have to identify. Okay, here we got the 5, here it is the 4, here we got the 2, here it is the 5. Okay, so the more the number of the unpaired electron, the maximum will be the which in the magnetic moment. Okay, hence in this case the option is a which one, that is the first one. Okay, next one. So which one of the following ions exhibit the DD transition and paramagnetic as well? Okay, let me take this one here. Okay, see this one here. So now in this case we are having the chromium, that is the dichromate they are given, sorry, the chromate here. Okay, this is the Cr042 2 minus. So if we calculate the oxidation state, this becomes the Cr plus 6. Okay, if electronic configuration is the argon, that means I can write the 3d0. That means we don't have any unpaired electrons here. Similarly for the dichromate, again the oxidation state, that becomes the plus 6. Again the electronic configuration is what, argon, that is the 3d0. Okay, and for the which is the manganate, that is the MnO4 2 minus. Okay, this is the manganate here, that is the Mn, that is the plus 6. The electronic configurations what you are going to get is the argon, that is the 3d1. If we're talking about the which in the permanganate, that is the MnO4 minus. Okay, the oxidation state of the manganese is the plus 7. So now this becomes the argon, that is the 3d0. Okay, just identify this one. In this case we don't have the electrons here, but in this case we got the which in the 1 electron. That means which is having a 1 unpaired electron. The 1 unpaired electron, so they shows the which one, this is the paramagnetism and also the DD transition. But in the rest of the case we don't have the unpaired electrons. They do not show the DD transition as well as the paramagnetism. Okay, hence in this case the option is a which one, that is the word the C. Okay, next one. The John Teller effect is not observed in high spin complexes of. Okay, so now we have to identify. So what exactly the word the John Teller effects here? Okay, so the particular this effects. Okay, this particular the word the effect. So this effect describes the geometrical, that is the word the geometrical, that is the word the distortion, the geometrical, that is the word the distortion, okay, of the molecules and ions, or the molecules and the ions, that is associated with the certain, okay, which is certain, that is the word the electronic configuration. Okay, this is a certain, that is the word the electronic configuration. Okay, but you have to remember the sum of the word the particular the word this one here. Okay, especially high complexes. Okay, not all the word this one here, that is the word the high spin complex, the high spin complexes with, okay, especially the few, that is the word the D, that is the word the orbital, that is the D3, D5, D8, and also the word the D10. Okay, especially you have to remember this one. Okay, high spin complexes like the D3, D5, D8, and the D9, that is the word the electrons. Okay, that means do not exhibit. Okay, so do not exhibit this effects. Do not exhibit this is the John Teller effects. Okay, so this is the very important one here. So now this is the what the explains the what the geometrical distortion of the molecules and ions that is associated with a certain electronic configuration. Okay, not for the all. Okay, so you have to remember this one here. Now in this case you have to identify is which one. The option is a which one, that is the what the B. The option is B. Okay, next one. So gadolinium belongs to the 4F series. Its atomic number is the 64. Which of the following electronic configurations of the gadolinium? Okay, so let me write this one here. So when you're talking about the electronic configurations for this one, okay, their general electronic configuration is, that is the 4F. Okay, so 1 to 14. The next thing is the 5D, that is the 0 to 1, and the next thing is the 6S2. Okay, so while writing the electronic configuration for the lanthanoids, you have to remember the, okay, so I'll tell you some of the tricks to write the electronic configuration. That is the 1. So the total electrons we can fill up for the F orbital will be the 14. That means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay, especially while writing the which in the electronic configuration for the filling of the word there's electrons to the word the F, so don't add the which is the word the 2 as well as the word the 8. Okay, we're not supposed to add. Now what you are going to add, that is the word the 1 is added to the word the first one. Next thing is a 3, 4, 5, 6, and repeat the word the 7 the again here. Next thing is the word the 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Again you add the 14 and the word the 14. Okay, just go to this one here. So let me take the word the particular the atomic, that is the word the number here. So the lanthanoids, so I can take it from the which is the 58. The next thing is the word the 59. The next thing is 60, 61, 62. Okay, I'm going to write here 63, and also what you are writing the 64. Okay, so what is the general electronic configuration? So I'm going to write this as the 4F. Okay, I'm going to write as it is the 4F 5D 6S. Here also the 4F 5D, that is the word the 6S. So 4F 5D and the word the 6S. So 4F 5D 6S. So here also write the same thing here, the 4F 5D, that is the word the 6S. And here also the same thing here, 4F is the 5D 6S. Okay, so in this case the completely filled, that's the orbital is which is that is the word the S. Okay, let me write the particular the S. Okay, in all the cases the 6S2, 6S2, 6S is completely filled. Okay, and the next thing is the what you have to fill the electrons to the F orbitals. Now see this one, for the F, the first you have to write the which is the 1. This is for the word the 1. Next thing is the word the 3. This is the word the 4, 5, 6, 7. Again you have to write the 7. Okay, see the next one here. So is the nearest noble gas will be the what, the xenon here. Okay, just go identify. Is their atomic number is which is the 54. Okay, so after the what, the 54, we just identify here. So 54, 55, 56, 57, the remaining is the which is the 1. Okay, the 1 is added to the which is the d orbital. Okay, just identify this one. Here we are not supposed to add. Okay, just identify this one here. So especially for the what, the last one. Okay, so here we are going to add the what, the 0, 0, 0. Okay, again we are going to add the 0 because we have to make to the which is what, the 62. Okay, so 54 plus the what, the 6, that is what, the 60 plus 2, 62. Again here also the same thing here. Okay, so 62, and here also the same thing here. But come to this one here, especially in this one. So when you want to make the 54 to the what, the I mean to the 64 here, so we have to add the which is the what, the 10 electrons here. The 7 electron is added to the what, the F, and the 2 electron is added to the which is the what, the S, or the remaining is the what, the 1. The 1 is added to the what, this one. So now once you're familiar about the what, this concept here, especially the what, the writing the electronic configuration in the what, the particular the what, the F, we are not supposed to add the what, the 2 as well as the what, the 8, and the rest of the things you gradually fill the what, the electrons to the what, the F. Suppose if I have the what, the one more extra, we are going to add to the what, the D. That means the D can fill, that is a 0 to the what, the 1. Okay, hence in this case the options, you have to identify the options in this one. That is what, the option is the which one, that is what, the A. Okay, next one. The pair of electron that can exist together is, okay, just identify this one here. Okay, let me write you the particular this one here. So Fe3 plus, okay, just identify. We are having a Fe, again we are having which is what, the tin, again we are having which is the mercury. Okay, so the next thing is what, the, okay, just go this one here, and the last thing is we are having which one, that is what, the potassium. Okay, so what are the possible oxidation state they can show? This is the +2 as well as what, the +3. Especially in this one, lower oxidation, there is the +2 Odobodia, this is the what, the +4 Odobodia, the +1 as well as the what, the +2. But the potassium always they shows you what, the +1. Okay, now we have to identify that one. That means if you take the two different, that is the oxidation state, we can identify the redox reaction. Just identify the first one. Okay, in the first one is a which is the what, the +3, especially this one. And here they give the which is the what, the +2. So here they can this one, especially in the tin, they can increase their oxidation number. Here they can decrease. That means it is not possible because it undergoes the redox reaction. Come to this one here. In the second one, they shows you the +2, and also what they're given, that is the what, the +2. So here they can increase, here they can decrease. So again we can identify the which one, the particular redox reactions here. Come to this one here, they shows you what, the +2, and here also the what, the +2. So here the lowest oxidation state is the +2. Here also what you are having the what, the lowest oxidation state. But means both having which is the lower oxidation state. Okay, so here we can't identify the redox reaction. Come to this one here. So this is the what, the +3, and this will be the which is the +1. So they can decrease. Okay, so this is the what, the particular what, the concept is. So now we have to identify. So the pairs that can exist together is a which one, that is the what, the this one. Okay, the option is a which one, the C. Okay, next one. So which one of the following ions as the what, the electronic configuration? Okay, so that is the what, the argon, that is the what, the 3d6. Okay, so now see the what, this one, there is a direct questions here. Which of the following ions are the electronic configuration? That is the what, the argon, that is the what, the 3d6. Okay, let me write the what, this one here. So for the which is the what, the argon, okay, the nickel. Okay, so the atomic number will be the which is the 28. Okay, so I mean the what, I'm going to write the electronic configurations. Okay, for this one. Okay, so not this one. Okay, so see this one. So for the nickel, the atomic number will be the what, the 28. So we are engaged in the argon, that's the what, the 3d8 4s2. In this case we have to remove the which is the what, the 3 electrons. That means when you write the electronic configuration of Ni3 plus, electronic configuration becomes the what, the argon, that is the what, the 3d7, that is the what, the 4s0. Similarly I'm going to take the which is the manganese, their electronic configuration is a which one, that is the what, the 25. Their electronic configurations. Okay, so argon 3d5. Okay, and the next thing is a which one, that is the what, the 4s, that is the what, the 2. Okay, so this is the what, the electronic configuration of the manganese. Okay, if you remove the 3 electron, that is the what, the Mn3 plus, their electronic configuration becomes the what, the argon, that is the what, the 3d4, that is the what, the 4s0. Okay, so for the what, the Fe3 plus, okay, for the Fe, the atomic number will be the what, the 26. Their electronic configuration is the what, the argon 3d6, that is the what, the 4s2. If you write the electronic configuration for Fe3 plus here, so we are going to have the what, the argon, so that is what, the 3d5, and the next thing is what, the 4s0. Okay, so now see the next one. If the last one, the cobalt, the atomic number will be the what, the 27. Electronic configuration is what, the argon 3d7, and the next thing is what, the 4s2. If you remove the 3 electrons in this one, what you are going to have, that is what, the argon, that is what, the 3d6 4s0. Okay, so now what you have to identify, the argon 3d6, and the option will be the which one, that is what, the D. Okay, so next one, the copper sulfate dissolves in the what, the excess of the what, the potassium cyanide to give. Okay, so see this one here. So whenever the what, the copper sulfate, okay, reacts with the what, the potassium cyanide, it forms the what, the complex in this form, that is the what, the K3, that is the what, the Cu, that is the what, the CN4. Okay, so now in this case you have to identify the particular is what, the option. This is the option is a which one, that is the what, the B. Okay, so next one, without losing its concentration, okay, zinc chloride solution cannot be kept in contact with. Okay, just identify this one here. So we know the what, the zinc which is having a what, the tendency to lose their electrons here. Okay, now we have to identify, especially if we're talking about the zinc chloride solutions here. Okay, so now compared to the what, the zinc, aluminium is more reactive. Aluminium is what, the more reactive than the which is what, the zinc. Okay, than the what, the zinc. Okay, so now whenever it is treated with the which is what, the particle, the aluminium, if this solution is treated with the which is the aluminium, okay, so it can displace, okay, it can displace zinc from its salt solution, because of that should not be, that is what, they kept in the contact with the which is what, the aluminum. But the rest of the what, the particles, what the option what they are given, they are having a which is what, the less tendency to lose the electrons as compared to the which is what, the zinc. Okay, so but if you're talking about the zinc and the what, the aluminium which is having more tendency to lose the electron as compared to the what, the zinc. Okay, hence in this case the option is a which one, that is what, the B. The option is B.